you getting his work on the mound, but you know he's a quick worker. He's got a nice fastball. And he'll try and mix some pitches up here too.
Sam Poser, the shortstop leading off for Anoka, sees that fastball, swings late, and misses 0-1.
You know, this is an Anoka squad that went to the state tournament this year. They did a nice job. That one hit him.
Second pitch. Trying to get that curveball to curve. It did not, and it gives Sam Poser a free base.
Well, not the way you want to start to the opening batter if you're Jacob Maddock, but gives Anoka their first base runner here in this top of the first.
And now the center fielder, Sawyer Chell, with a man aboard, nobody out. Fastball right down the pipe, pops away from the glove of Kieran, but it's another 0-1 count. Another fastball, this one hit back up the middle. Lee's got it, touches the bag for one, throw across to Myrie in plenty of time, and just like that, there are two away, and the bases are clear.
Yeah, just a perfect ground ball for Sammy to make a play. I didn't have to flip it to anybody at second. Just let his momentum take him to the bag, and the nice throw across the diamond for the out.
So the pitcher, Lewis Hertling, after seeing the leadoff man get on base, was thinking, I'm going to have a chance to really help my own cause, as he is getting the start on the hill today. And he, too, ends up behind in the count 0-1. Another fastball. This one popped up and will get out of play, and just barely missing the CTN mobile truck. 0-2.
Yeah, that's why we have insurance. It's the truck, no big deal.
Well, we've seen a lot of the fastball. He did try to give the curve to Sam Poser in that opening at bat, but a huge difference in velocity between his fastball and his curve. Up big here, he stays with the fastball. This one in foul territory. Myrie tracking, and it will get out of play, and it'll stay 0-2.
Well, it was interesting. Maddock had a couple of calls from Kieran behind the home plate. He shook him off twice before he offered there.
Back to the top of the hill, back to the work for Maddock. Slider rolled to the left side. Taking his time to make a nice throw across was Colin Phaneuf. And the Anoka squad down in order. After half an inning, no score. First chance at the plate for the home team when we return on CTN.
Oh, they won't hear you on those microphones.
Back at Wintercrest Park for the bottom half of the first inning. Lewis Hertling on the mound.
Yeah, we were talking just off air. We did see him earlier in this year as well. And I think he had a really nice outing as well.
He had a no-hitter.
I was going to say a nice game.
And went 4 for 4 from the plate in a 5-inning win.
Yeah. Like I said, Anoka played really well, won their section. believe opened it with Edina and lost, I think, 6-5 in the opener to Edina.
Hertling, a big, strong kid, has a lot of power from the plate. Or from the mound. He has power from the plate as well.
Yeah, he has from both. Just not at the same time.
Sammy Lee, the shortstop, will lead off for Coon Rapids. Danny Scheller hits behind him with Jared Fearing in the hole to start inning number 1. Tommy Dutton, the DH, is in the cleanup spot.
We'll see if the Rapids squad can get a base runner here to start their bottom half of the first, as Anoka did in the top half of the first. But then stellar defense behind Maddock. Quick double play and got out of the inning.
Fastball fouled off, out of play.
A few people here at the ballpark tonight. Not a bad crowd. Got the Anoka faithful to our left.
Noah Thielen out to talk with his pitcher, Lewis Hertling. Getting their lines straightened out as they get started. Another fastball. This one hit through the right side of the infield. Sammy Lee with a leadoff single.
That's the way the post 333 or 334 squad wants to start.
Center fielder Danny Scheller looks down to interim or acting head coach Tyler Wojciechowski for the sign. 1 out, or 1 on, nobody out. Tried to break off something, but it stayed high, 1-0.
Coach, head coach Matt Mossy not here this evening. That is why he is the interim acting.
Wojo on one corner, and that one's all the way to the backstop. Lee will take a look in as he rounds second.
Oh, that's a nice way to get your runner in scoring position. Now, we've talked about all the time how much real estate there is behind home plate, and you're definitely taking a base when that ball gets behind the catcher.
Jackson Bates, the first base coach. And they will share the duties, and that one's off the glove of Thielen and all the way to the wall, and Lee will coast over to third base. And it's a 3-0 count to Danny Scheller.
Early control issues here, allowing that runner to get to third.
After the very first pitch of the inning, Hertling called Thielen out, and they were trying to figure out their communications and signals, and clearly maybe a little crossed up as he struggled here against Scheller. Scheller taken all the way on 3-0, a fastball. Gets Hertling back into it, and another fastball swung on and missed, and it's a full count now.
I'll be able to throw a fastball with that velocity. All of a sudden, you can get back into the count, and as you see, Hertling did there.
And now down and away, ball 4, and Scheller will walk to first, giving Coon Rapids runners at the corners, nobody out.
Yeah, with a dangerous hitter at the plate. Good spot for Fearing here with runners at the corners and nobody out. And he can drive the ball.
Well, and if he can time up the Hertling fastball, which is so far what he needs to try and establish, this one fouled back and out of play, he could make it go a long way.
Well, you know, I think he knows in this situation he could be aggressive at the plate with nobody out.
Runner is going, pitch is up high. The throw is back to Hertling, and Scheller over to second with no play. One and one to Fearing. With two runners in scoring position, nobody out. Off-speed pitch right at the top of the zone, and Hertling back ahead in the count 1-2.
Well, that's a good spot for Hertling too, because now ahead in the count to a good hitter. You can see if he's got some pitches to play with.
Fastball called a strike at the knees. Fearing thought it was low, but it's 0-1, or one away.
That's a big out.
They'll bring up the DH, Tommy Dutton. One away now and two runners in scoring position. Hertling, a curveball that gets away, and both runners advance. Coon Rapids on the board. Third wild pitch of the inning for Lewis Hertling.
And then you get now you have another runner again over at third, an opportunity to put Crooked number up on the scoreboard right away.
Dutton can get it past the infield drawn in. Fastball in for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, another good spot here for Hertling.
Got a nice little movement. I don't know if that's a cutter or a slider. This one poked foul and out of play. Dutton will stay alive at 1-2.
Yeah, and Dutton knows at 1-2 he's got to make sure he protects the plate, as he did there. Got a piece of the baseball, kept his at bat alive.
That one way over the head of the catcher. Wild pitch number 4. And Scheller trots home.
Head coach
2-0.
Don Garlick's going to take a walk out to the mound to talk to his pitcher, kind of calm him down a little bit. Yeah, of course, I don't remember every pitch that he threw when we saw him, but I don't think he was throwing wild like that.
No.
Yep.
No, and some of it, Thielen's had a couple go tip off of his glove, and it seems he's set up inside and it's outside, so I don't know if there's, like I said, if their signs are crossed up a little bit, and that's, obviously can be an issue that can lead to a lot of bad things.
As we've seen.
But yeah, he's thrown a couple of them that are, sky high, and no chance for any catcher to get out of a squat and be up there. So, Coach Gowerluck hoping he can just have a quick pep talk and kind of reset button. Let those two go. Your bases are clear. Start the inning over. Get the next two guys out. 2-2 to Tommy Dutton, the DH. Curveball up and in on a full count. Second full count that Hertling has found himself in this first inning. First one ended with a walk to Danny Scheller, later scored after a stolen base and a couple of wild pitches. Dutton fouls off another fastball out of play.
Yeah, again, anything near the opportunity to swing at, he has to do it with 2 strikes.
This one hit well toward right field. Falling, but a good sliding catch by Logan Jungling, and that's out number 2.
Well, he hit that one pretty hard, and Jungling did a nice job of just coming in and making sure he made the catch, and went down to the turf to do so. But nice play defensively for the right fielder.
And now the Coon Rapids right fielder Tyler Donnell with 2 out. This one fouled off, and Coach Gowerluck makes the catch. It gets it right back out to his pitcher.
Like it.
Showing the skills.
That's right.
Where's the CTN replays when we need them?
You have to replay it in your mind.
Hertling missing to even the count, 1-1. Donnell fouls that one back and out of play. Off-speed pitch got him swinging. Second strikeout of the inning for Hertling, but 2 runs on 1 hit. There were 4 wild pitches. And Coon Rapids leads 2-0 after 1 inning. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. Back at the ballpark, 2-0 Coon Rapids after an inning against Anoka.
Yeah, just 1 hit in that inning for the Rapids, but some control problems from Lewis Hertling, the Anoka pitcher, allowed 2 runners to come across the plate for the post 334 squad.
So Mason Hoheisel leading off. First pitch hit well to right, tracking and making a diving effort out in right is Tyler Donnell, but he came up empty, and Hoheisel coasts into second with a leadoff double on the first pitch of the inning.
Yeah, he jumped on that fastball from Maddock. Donnell made a play, tried to make a play on it, just couldn't get to the ball.
So Mason Hoheisel will be doing the hitting as the DH.
Yep.
His brother Max Hoheisel playing at first base. So we'll check an opportunity here with a base hit to cut that lead in half, as he's got nobody out and a runner in scoring position.
Great hockey name. We'll check.
It is,
yep.
Indeed. I concur. Another fastball, another base hit. This one on a couple of hops. Donnell bobbled it a bit, able to keep it in front of him and get it in to Myrie in the middle of the infield. But now runners at the corners, nobody out, just 2 pitches into the top half of the second inning.
Yeah, they figured, we'll spot Coon Rapids a couple of runs, see if we can come right back. A couple of nice base hits to start this top of the second.
Well, Jacob Maddock has thrown nothing but strikes.
Yep.
10 pitches, 10 strikes to this point in the ball game, but in a bit of a pickle. Throws one down and away to start Hubner. It's 1-0.
Nice job by Karen to stop that or backhand that into his glove. Pitch was a little bit low.
Fastball misses low, 2-0. That one skips off the tip of Karen's glove. And trotting home is Mason Hoheisel. Will check, will get a stolen base. And he took off. And that may have drawn some of the attention for Karen.
Well, he tapped his glove on his chest when he threw the ball back to his pitcher. My bad.
Two and one to Hubner with a runner in scoring position. This one backing out of play. 2-2. Check representing the tying run. Still nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Fastball misses outside, full count. This one hit right back into center field. Turning and coming home is Check. RBI single for Hubner. 3 straight hits to start the inning, and we're tied at 2.
Yeah, Anoka didn't waste any time to tie this ball game up. As you mentioned, 3 hits already here. Nobody out.
4 runs in the ball game. That's the first RBI. It's the first run that has not scored on a wild pitch. Well, actually, the last one was a pass ball. This pitch down and away. Logan Jungling trying to keep the streak going for Anoka post 102. Fastball evens the count, 1-1. That pitch in the dirt, skips away, and that one will be a wild pitch as Hubner advances to second base.
Yeah, and that takes double play out of consideration.
And still nobody out in the ball in the inning.
Nope.
3 straight hits, mix in a couple of missed plays. This one rolled through the infield, scooped up, and gotten over to Myrie for out number 1. Adi playing at second base for Coon Rapids today.
Well,
Hubner advances to third on the play.
I was going to say he did what he wanted to do at the plate. He moved the base runner along and gave up the first out, but able to get, as you mentioned, the runner at third. An opportunity to see if they can take the lead.
Just 1 out, and that go-ahead run just 90 feet away. Fastball for a strike to Trevor Lang. Maddock working quick. Misses down and in, 1-1. Took a little something off of it. It gets away. They thought that Lang got a piece of it. Hubner comes home to score, and Anoka takes the lead.
Yeah,
unfortunately, we don't have replay.
We don't.
But Karen definitely thought that Hubner got a piece of it. Our official did not agree.
It was tough to tell.
2-2. Curveball rolled back. Another chance for Adi. Over to Myrie. Out number 2.
Samuel Lee thought that was out 3. He was running. He was coming to the dugout.
Fastball in for a strike.
Well, Matt quickly ahead in the count, not an opportunity here. Plenty of pitches to play with. Just wants to get out of the inning.
Fouled back. Another one backing out of play. A great grab by our fan.
See, again, we don't have the replay. We can't show that. Return that ball for a bag of popcorn.
Curveball, and no chance for Thielen to check that swing. It's out number 3, but 3 hits, 3 runs. And it's a 3-2 lead for Anoka after an inning and a half. A weird start to the ball game. I'm sure there will be much more. American Legion Baseball continues after this on CTN. Back at Wintercrest, Coon Rapids and Anoka playing some American Legion baseball, and through an inning and a half, we have seen 5 wild pitches and 2 pass balls.
Yeah, we'll see if that will
between
continue.
the 2 teams.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's we haven't seen starts like that very often.
Hertling coming out on the gas. Couple of fastballs gets him ahead in the count to Mason Myrie, 0-2.
Well, he's a fairly quick worker as well.
Stays with the fastball but misses low.
He doesn't waste a lot of time between pitches.
Another fastball down and away. Gets away from Thielen, but not a lot of concern. Nobody on base.
Nope. Yeah, if you're gonna throw that, do it when there's no one on base. It's you're just wasting a pitch.
2-2 to first baseman Mason Myrie leading off the bottom half of this second inning. Post 334 trying to answer after Anoka put a 3 on the board in the top half of the inning. Fastball got him swinging. 3rd strikeout of the ball game already for Lewis Hertling.
Yeah, he blew that one by him. Do you remember? I think he had did he have 10 or 11 strikeouts? Is that? You might still have it in your book. I don't know if that's the same book, but Now we're gonna have to check.
Bryce Carrot late on the fastball. 0-1. Bear with me. Couldn't ask me between innings.
No, well, no, because I know what a professional you are. You can do more than one thing. You are a multitasker.
Not good at doing any of those things.
That's okay. You don't have to be.
individually, but
Just got to be able to do it.
apparently this day Coon Rapids played Coon Rapids. Oh, that was
Who won?
the Bears.
The Bears.
Found it. Solid knock by Price Karen into right center
That was a good piece of hitting by Price.
with 2 strikes. Just as I had found it, and then I lost it again.
Sure you did. Oh, there it is.
So yeah, he went 4 for 4 with 4 RBI.
Yeah, I remember he had a great day at the plate. I thought he had a lot of strikeouts, but I could be wrong.
Starts Phaneuf with the change, gets a swinging strike 0-1.
We can figure it out between innings. We don't have to. I don't want to tax you.
7 strikeouts
7. Okay.
in 5 innings.
Oh, that's right. It was 5 innings. Okay.
High fly to right center, settling under it is Sawyer Chell, and that is out number 2.
Yeah, that ball when it came off the bat, I thought it was going to go a little further, but it hung up there, allowed Chell to run to it.
Yeah, and in that ball game, Anoka scored in every inning except 1. Biggest being
Was it 10-0 final?
12.
12.
Jeremy Oddie with 2 away and a runner at second. Looks at a fastball for a strike. Threw that changeup, body out in front of it, got it with the very end of his bat, just dribbles foul, 0-2.
Let's see if he comes back with a fastball here with hitting the count 0-2. Oh.
Curveball didn't curve. Adi backs away from it. It's 1-2. Fastball misses low.
Good patience.
2-2.
Good patience.
Karen the runner at second. 2 out, a 2-2 pitch. Adi drives it to right, but almost right at Logan Jungling. He makes the catch and ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. It's a 3-2 Anoka lead as we go to the 3rd on CTN. Back at Wintercrest Park, American Legion Baseball on CTN. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate for this CTN Lights presentation. And it's been an interesting start. Anoka up 3-2 as we start the third. First pitch, skied up.
That's yours, Jan.
Oh! Off the glove.
Off the glove. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
As long as you didn't use your face.
Yeah, right.
Which would not be good. Almost had it, though.
Would have been sweet if I had made that catch.
I wish you would have. I could say I was there when.
Well, if I didn't have
Jan made the catch and broke his hand.
Right.
Remember that time?
Right. Swing and a miss this time by Poser. It's 0-2. Poser hit by a pitch in the first inning. Leading off again here in the top of the third. 0-2 count for Maddock. Gets him swinging. A 3-pitch strikeout to start the inning. Second strikeout of the game for Maddock. Second in a row.
Well, exactly the way he wanted to start here in the top of the third after that little rough inning in the top of the second.
Fastball in for a strike to start Sawyer Chell out 0-1. Chell grounded into a double play his first time up. Slides that one in to get himself ahead in the count 1-2. And Jacob Maddock does like to work quickly,
oh, yes.
and he frequently is ahead in the count. This one bounced back over the top of him.
Tough.
Sammy Lee not going to have time. That's an infield single for Sawyer Chell. Just a high bounce over the pitcher's mound and beats it out down the line.
Yeah, that would have been that's a tough one at that point because it hung up there for a little while, allowing Chell to get a good jump down the baseline. And Sammy couldn't, no matter as quickly as he could get to the ball, but he wasn't going to make a play.
Anoka pitcher Lewis Hertling, fastball in for a strike. The throw in time, but the tag is missed. As he ran right past the sweep tag from Sammy Lee, got right around him. And a stolen base for Sawyer Chell.
Well, nice throw down. It's where it needed to be.
It was, and just good speed.
Yep.
Hertling lays off a pitch inside, 1-1. This one hit into left field. No doubt that Chell was going to turn and come home. Hertling continues around. He's in at second. It's a 2-run lead for Anoka.
Yeah, and Chell, with some, as you mentioned, you talked about it when he went to first, good speed.
Well, and he had no, not even the slightest doubt. As soon as it came off the bat, he was rounding third and going to try and score. And I thought with the throw, had they not cut it off, might have gotten him at the plate.
I understand. I agree with you there. We have a courtesy runner, Jackson Pravanka, at second.
So I can be stingy sometimes, but I will call that a single for Lewis Hertling, and he advanced on the throw. This one hit well into right. There to make the catch is Donnell. And Hoheisel is done on a pitch.
And, of course, that all-important second out of the inning.
Who is the runner, you say?
Jackson Pravanka. Pravancha. I'm not sure how exactly it's pronounced, but we're there.
I think we've gone back and forth on that.
I think we have.
Then we're probably right half of the time.
You know, usually if you can be right half of the time, that's pretty good.
Especially in baseball.
Exactly.
Fastball blown right past Will Check. Check singled and scored in the second. 2 away, runner at second. This one popped up, out of play. And again, Maddock ahead in the count. Fastball just misses low. It was a good-looking curveball, but didn't get checked off, and now a full count.
Oh, right off the foot of Karen.
Check got just a piece of it to stay alive, and Karen will get a minute to walk that off.
So I know, and anybody who knows you knows you're a huge hockey fan. So the NHL draft is tonight. Is that something that you sometimes pay attention to most of the time, or?
I was watching it before I came.
Were you? Okay.
I watched the first handful of guys. No huge surprises.
Okay.
Connor Bedard being
the number one
taken overall,
yep,
one overall has been known for about 3 years, I would say, that he would be the number one overall pick in this. Maybe not 3, maybe it was only 2, but well known as that pitch up high, and Check gets a free base with 2 out to put 2 on.
Where do our Wild draft?
We're in the late teens or something. I don't sit there and have boards and
like me with the NFL draft.
No.
Yeah.
no. 2 on, 2 out, and now Fred Hubner had an RBI single and scored a run in that 3-run second inning. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Pitch in the dirt, skipped away from Karen. Both runners advance. And our Wild pitch tally continues to tick.
Oh, a base hit here has the opportunity to score 2 and really build the lead for Anoka.
Fastball misses outside, 1-1. Sorry, 2-1. Runners at second and third. This one grounded foul. Evens the count.
I bet Garlic would have had that foul ball. What do you think?
Perhaps. Up and away, and another full count here. Maddock just trying to get that last out. Keep the damage to 1 this inning. 1 already across. Runners at second and third. Another 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout.
The big one.
And Coon Rapids down 4-2. They hit after this on CTN. Welcome back to Wintercrest Ballpark. American Legion Baseball on CTN. Anoka with a 4-2 lead as we start the bottom of the third inning. Top of the order for Coon Rapids. Sammy Lee ducks away from a pitch up and in.
Rapid squad trying to see if they can get at least one of the runs back that they gave up last inning.
They just gave up one in the last inning.
Yeah, one run back. That's what I meant. One run back.
I'm just teasing.
I know.
Sammy Lee started the game with a single and scored.
Ooh.
This one takes one hard off
Ouch.
the ribs. I could hear it with my headset on.
I could as well.
That one might need some ice.
That'll leave a mark.
Sammy Lee trading a bruise for a base. And now Danny Scheller walked and scored. Had a stolen base in there. Sammy Lee singled. He got second base on a wild pitch. He got third base on a different wild pitch. He came home on a third wild pitch. This one in the dirt. Good stop by Thielen. And almost another wild pitch. But saved by the catcher. And if you're going to throw a curveball that has that kind of spin on it, you need a catcher who can make that play routinely.
And willing to sacrifice their body to do so.
That one misses high, 2-0 to Danny Scheller. Got a piece, but it ends up in Thielen's glove, 2-1. Fastball misses down and away, 3-1.
Did a nice job to get your glove on that ball as your defensive catcher.
Well, and things between Hertling and Thielen have gotten much better since that first inning. Fastball low, ball 4. Scheller walks for the second time tonight. And Coon Rapids has 2 runners on base with nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. They trail by 2.
Well, Coach Garlick is going to take another walk out to the mound, as well as his catcher and his infielders. Talk about things here with nobody out, runners at first and second. Coon Rapids looking to try and cut into this 4-2 lead.
So after the quick discussion, Hertling will stay on the mound. Runners at first and second, nobody out for Jared Fearing. He came up in the same position in the first inning and ended up being punched out on strikes. They try to pick the lead runner, Sammy Lee, but he's back in time and was nearly hit by the pickoff throw. Fastball hit well down the line, but hooks foul. That one stays straight. That scores at least 1 and possibly 2, as Scheller has some pretty good wheels.
Yeah, a 1 for sure. But yeah, that one that looked like initially coming off the bat it was going to stay fair, and then all of a sudden it just hooked to the left.
So 0-1 to Fearing. They'll check on Lee. This one gets away and out into center field, but Lee recognized late, and Chell did a good job of getting in quickly enough that no chance to try to advance.
Yeah, that's the chance you take when you try and get that pickoff move. You got to make sure your throw is good. Yeah, fortunately for Anoka, they didn't get hurt by it.
Fastball is low. Thielen lost the handle, but it stays close.
He keeps it in front of him. That's the main thing.
Fastball called the strike at the knees, 1-2. Very similar to the called third strike he saw in his first at bat. Hertling ahead in the count. This one fouled to the backstop. It'll stay 1-2. Curveball had a great backhanded stick that time for Noah Thielen.
Yeah,
that one skipped well wide of the plate.
He saved a couple of bases here in this inning alone.
So now they count 2-2. Leave the runner at second. Scheller at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Another foul to the backstop. Coon Rapids trailing by 2. After they had the 2-0 lead in the first inning. 3 for Anoka in the second, 1 more here in the top of the third. Off speed pitch gets Fearing out in front. Swinging strike 3. Third strikeout of the ball game for Lewis Hertling. That'll bring up designated hitter Tommy Dutton. Foul back, out of play.
And Hertling just, he doesn't want to give up any runs in this situation. He's being a little more cautious at this point with runners at first and second. Now in a great spot ahead in the count, 0-2.
This one chopped down the third base line. Fielding it deep behind the bag was Lang, but he's able to win the race to the base and eliminate the lead runner for out number 2.
Yeah, again, just a good job making sure he fielded that and getting that more all-important lead runner, as you mentioned. Now opportunity with 2 outs, just get out of the inning without any damage.
Right fielder Tyler Donnell. Oh, and they might have had him.
They would have had him.
The throw just off the mark and out into center field. But yeah, they had Danny Scheller spinning his wheels at second base. Did a little bit of a Scooby-Doo impression getting back to the bag.
Ooh.
Tyler Donnell looks at a pitch in the dirt. It skips all the way to the backstop, and everybody moving ahead. Scheller, big turn at third, but he won't risk that.
No. That's tough to come from second to home on that play.
But now the tying run in scoring position for Tyler Donnell, a 1-0 count. That is, again, I don't know what that pitch is, but it's got some filthy movement
Yes, it
to
does.
it. I don't know if it's a knuckle because it's not
Seemed
moving.
like a knuckle.
It seemed like it changed directions.
Yeah.
And now he gets him right back at, and they count 1-2. Did not go. Check swing.
Anoka fans don't like the call. Coon Rapids fans love the call.
The post 102 squad was
They're
heading
vocal.
off the field.
Well, yeah.
Instead, it'll be 2-2 with 2 on and 2 away. Coon Rapids trying to erase a 2-run deficit. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And we will go to the fourth. Anoka 4, Coon Rapids 2 on CTN. Back at Wintercrest Park, top of the fourth inning between Anoka and Coon Rapids, American Legion Baseball. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind the plate with the call. And after Coon Rapids scored 2 in the first,
hit him.
Anoka answered with 3 in the second, 1 in the third to take a 4-2 lead. Logan Jungling aboard with the second hit by pitch of the day for Jacob Maddock. Both have been leading off innings.
Coach Wojo was talking to the official about questioning that call. They're going to give it to him.
Whether he did not attempt to get out of the way.
Yep.
And now Trevor Lang. Try to get Jungling at first, but he's back in time. down and away.
Karen was looking down at first to see if he's thought about making a throw down.
They're keeping a very close eye on Jungling. Pitch to Lang, hit back up the middle. Backhanded by Adi, flips to Lee for one. The turn not in time, but they get the lead runner, and Adi took a tumble after he flipped it to Lee.
Well, they get the lead runner. Again, tough situation to get that double play, but they did get the lead runner, and that's the important out.
Catcher Noah Thielen struck out first time. This time pops up to third. Underneath it is Sammy Lee from short for out number 2.
Yeah, good situation. All of a sudden, the 2 outs in the inning with a runner at first. Just could be concerned about that here at the plate. Get out of the inning.
Back to the top of the order for post 102. Sam Poser hit by a pitch in the first, struck out in the third. Now with 2 out and a runner at first. Fastball rolled to the right side. Adi waits for it, flips it on the backhand to Lee for out number 3. And another chance for Coon Rapids to erase their deficit. When we return, you're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. Welcome back to Wintercrest Park. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro, CTN on the scene for American Legion Baseball.
CTN Light.
Mason Myrie leading off the inning for the home squad. They trail Anoka by a 4-2 score. Myrie is strikeout victim. First time he faced Lewis Hertling. And got him guessing wrong right there, as he was way out in front of a pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball high and out of play. Fastball in, 2-2. Anoka dugout felt that was strike 3 instead. A 2-2 pitch. Curveball called strike 3.
Well, just as quickly as you said that, there's strike 3.
Well, 6 strikeouts in the ball game for Lewis Hertling. 2 against each of 3 batters. Jared Fearing, Tyler Donnell, and now Mason Myrie all 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Hertling.
Well, as you said, in that contest during the high school season, 7 strikeouts in 5 innings for Hertling.
Price Karen singled his first time up. Curveball misses outside.
Just 2 hits on the evening so far for Coon Rapids. We're going to get the bats going here.
Fouled back by Karen. Foul off the backstop. Karen making Hertling work for this one. A 1-2 pitch again. Up high.
Yeah, as a batter, you always want to work the count if you can.
Curveball chopped to the left side. Karen trying to beat it out. He's going to get there, and the throw goes past. Karen slipped as he turned, and he's going to run over, sliding in safely and into scoring position. With 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. I'm going to call that a single.
Yeah, see,
and an error.
Yeah, I agree, because he again did a nice job of getting down the line. And that was going to be a tough out at first.
Well, he beat the throw that then was wide.
But I'm going to say it was going to be a tough out just for that throw to get him.
And now the third baseman, Colin Phaneuf. Phaneuf, a fly ball to center field in the 2nd inning. Now as a runner in scoring position, 1 out.
Maddie Stahlberger will be the courtesy runner here for Karen. As Coon Rapids trying to cut into that 4-2 lead.
Way up and in, it skips off the glove of Thielen to the backstop, and Stahlberger, it moves over to third base. And we saw those control issues for Lewis Hertling in the 1st inning.
Yeah, early.
Had 4 wild pitches, has pretty much looked pretty solid ever since. A little half-hearted swing by Colin Phaneuf as he realized that little cutter was going to drop out of the zone. 1-1. Fastball chopped to the left side. Lang throws across, throws high. It's away from Max Hoheisel all the way to the wall. Coming home to score is Stahlberger, and Phaneuf is in at second on a 2-base error. It's a 1-run game, and he represents the tying run.
And again, a play that defensively you should have made, and that just a bad throw to the bag at first.
Well, Lang did the right thing. He took his time. He looked over his shoulder, made sure the runner was staying put at third, and then just airmailed it.
Another trip to the mound for
second error. There were no errors in the ball game before this inning. Now 2 here in the bottom half of the 4th for Anoka.
See if he's going to stay in the game or if they're going to make a change at pitcher. I think they're going to keep things the way they are.
Well, and I think the the issues they're having are not just in the pitcher, but obviously a couple of, the times that Coach Gowerluck has called his team in, it's been the whole infield to talk about situations.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's pitched well. I think he's pitched pretty well. He's had a little bit of control issues here and there, and gave up that third run here. But for the most part, as you mentioned, after that first inning settled down.
Jeremy Oddie a chance to try and even the score with a base knock. But I will say Hertling has seemed to come out even hotter after every time Coach Gowerluck has gone to the mound. Again, they throw to try and take the runner off of second base. It skipped away from Poser and out into center field, but no chance for Phaneuf, who had slid back safely to try to get up and run. 0-1 to Jeremy Oddie. Fastball in for a strike, and now way ahead 0-2.
Yeah, nice pitch there. Again, just trying to get that all-important second out with the runner in scoring position.
This one hit back and out of play. It'll stay 0-2. Only one out. The runner at second base is Colin Phaneuf. Jeremy Oddie at the plate, an 0-2 count. Pitch from Hertling, hit right back up the middle. Hertling gets the lead runner in the rundown. And Phaneuf is out trying to get back to second base. It's a good stick by Hertling coming off the mound to field his position and aware enough to get that lead runner.
That's the kind of play your pitcher makes to protect that lead. Also getting that all-important second out.
Back to the top of the order. Sammy Lee has reached both times, singled and scored in the first, and then was hit by pitch in the second. Great looking pitch from Hertling to clip the outside edge for strike one. Again, he throws that, and it's got some
weird
very
movement.
Interesting movement.
Yes.
And then the fastball obviously has some pop to it as well. 1-1. Curveball misses outside. 2-1. Up and in, 3-1.
How good a spot at the plate for Sammy to be in. See what he does here. If he makes him throw him a strike, or if he just tries to get some contact.
Lee got that one in on the hands a little bit, fouls it off out of play. 3-2. Oddie is off. Pitch is down and away. And Lee could not check his swing. That's strike three, out three. Coon Rapids gets one back. It's 4-3 as we go to the fifth on CTN. Back at the ballpark after a nice stretch. We're ready for the fifth. Sawyer Chell leading off for Anoka is 1 for 2. Hit into a double play in the first inning, singled and scored in the third.
Plus, he's got some speed when he gets on the base paths.
High fly to left center. Tracking it is Scheller. He's there for the out. One away.
Shell able to easily track that ball down.
Fastball blown right past a swinging Lewis Hertling. Hertling an RBI single last time up. Not even a little tempted at that curveball down and away.
Let's hope not. Again, that one getting behind Karen, but nobody on base, so no issues.
Hit well to left, but right at Jared Fearing. He didn't have to move much for out number 2. Outfielders haven't been very busy tonight. Just one fly ball to the outfield for Anoka in this contest. Of course, hits, but fly outs. Just one before this inning through the first 4 innings, and now the first 2 guys here have flown out to right or to center and to left. Mason Hoheisel is the other to have flown out tonight. He hit a fly ball to right field his first time up.
Yeah, and looking to go down that left field line with that pitch.
Good movement on that pitch from Jacob Maddock, but it misses outside, 1-1. Popped up, backing out of play.
Maybe he'll get another shot later in the game and get an opportunity to catch a foul ball again. Hey, you made a good effort on it.
This one, skied, will stay in play. A chance for Phaneuf. He makes the catch. And Anoka is retired. 1-2-3 in the fifth. We go to the bottom half. Anoka up 4-3 on CTN. Welcome back to Wintercrest, CTN Light production of American Legion Baseball as we start the bottom of the fifth inning. Anoka 4-3 lead over Coon Rapids. And Sawyer Chell taking over on the mound. And the lefty spins a curveball wide to start Danny Scheller out 1-0. Scheller sends that one just foul down the third baseline, 1-1. Scheller, a pair of walks, 1 run scored. That is a stolen base in the ball game as well.
Yeah, a little different look, a little different pitching styles here that the post 34 was seeing with Hertling.
Well, I would say more than just.
Well, the other fact that he's a left-hander, but
a righty versus a lefty,
yeah.
a bigger body versus a little more slender build for Sawyer Chell. Blows the fastball past Scheller, gets himself ahead in the count 1-2. But also he's more of a, his arm angle is quite different.
Well, yeah,
even plus the fact that he's on the other side.
Well, again, just even the way he approaches his pitches.
Fastball swung on late and a strikeout to start the outing for Sawyer Chell. Jared Fearing probably pretty happy not to see Hertling. Sees a nasty curveball from Chell for a strike.
That was a nice pitch to start off Fearing on.
And Fearing shook his head. He said, yeah, that was right there. Fastball up high, but Fearing can't check his swing and quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Tried that big breaking ball again, but it stays outside. It's okay. Chell's got plenty of room to work. Head in the count still 1-2. Another curveball fouled down the third baseline.
Yeah, still plenty of time. Just a 1-run contest right now, and 1 away. And again, just an opportunity to see what they can do about figuring Chell out. Get some runners on base.
Fastball fouled back, and Fearing will stay at 1-2 once more. Fastball misses high.
Again, that's just being patient at the plate.
High fly to short right center. Coming in to make the catch is Jungling. And that's out number 2. That was just absolutely skied up the elevator shaft.
It really was. And Jungling made a nice play and then a little athletic move to do a little somersault at the end.
It was hit pretty much to no man's land, but just enough air under it for Jungling to get there. Tommy Dutton now 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice. Big, slow, sweeping curve, misses wide, 1-0. Fastball misses in. Sawyer Chell, that is, also works relatively quickly.
He does.
Which we never discourage. This one fouled back out of play.
We are not going to complain about a fast-paced ball game.
Neither are the major leagues or their fans, apparently. The rule changes which went into effect this season. Oof.
Yeah, that one he'd like to have back.
Yeah, that's not a pretty looking swing for Tommy Dutton at a pitch that was nowhere close. 2-2 with 2 away. Chell threw him another curveball, but this time Dutton keeps his bat on his shoulder, full count. Fastball hit well down the left field line, but hooking foul and out of play. Hertling now out in left field. Was all the way over there. He got a good jump on it, was hoping it would stay in play to get that out for his relief pitcher. Instead, we'll try again at 3-2.
Yeah, he jumped on that one. Just, again, couldn't keep it fair. But he got a hold of it. But now it's 3-2, an opportunity for Chell to get out of the inning.
Swinging strike 3. And Chell retires the side with a pair of Ks and keeps his team in front. It's 4-3 as we go to the 6th on CTN.
You're a good man. Thank you. I'm letting all of them know you're a good man right now.
Welcome back to Wintercrest Park. The lights coming into full effect as we get into the late innings. Top of the 6th inning, Anoka holding on to a 4-3 lead. Coon Rapids scored first in the first, took a 2-0 lead. Anoka answered with 3 in the top of the 2nd, added 1 more in the top of the 4th. Coon Rapids got 1 back in their 4th. Or I'm sorry, it was 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. Coon Rapids got 1 back in the 4th.
Well, it looked like earlier that Anoka was
1-1 pitch and a great stick by Sammy Lee on the line drive for out number 1.
he timed that one perfectly. He was able to get a good jump on that ball and get that first out. And it looked like, it looked like Anoka was going to maybe see if they could blow this game open a little bit, but give credit to Coon Rapids. They did a good job of staying into it. And as we talked about, we're at the top of the 6th and just trailing by 1.
Hubner an RBI single and scored in that 2nd inning. His was the go-ahead run at the time. His was also the first RBI of the game, although it was the 4th run.
It's going to be a
This
tough
one rolled slowly, barehanded by Paler. The throw is wide. And digging for second is Hubner. He's going to be in easily with a 2-base error.
Yeah, that's a tough throw to make. You have to almost think about holding that one, I believe. But
Well, Paler actually made a really nice pickup on the ball barehanded, but
it was
the
just
throw was
well, he had to go.
errant.
He had to go ways to get to that ball. I mean,
Correct.
it was that was the whole timing of it.
And now Logan Jungling. Checks his swing and a pitch down and in, 1-0. Fastball there to even the count. And now misses just inside, 2-1.
Yeah, try to see if we can get him in that inside portion of the plate, but not quite in that zone.
One out, a runner at second base. And now a 3-1 count to Logan Jungling. What a great move. And, you know, Anoka a couple of different times has had that meeting at the mound, and that's the first thing they've done is tried to pick off the runner at second base. And their attempts have not been successful. Coon Rapids, exact same strategy. They have a meeting on the mound that said, hey, let's try picking off that lead runner.
It worked.
It worked. And 2 out, runner at first base. That erases the error. Fastball for a strike to Trevor Lang. Lang 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice last time up. And that's where Maddock would like to be, staying ahead in the count. This one hit to right field. Donnell not able to get there. We'll play it on a bounce. And with 2 out, Youngling was gone with the crack of the bat. He's over to third base on the single.
I just got underneath that pitch and put it just behind the infield, touching the green. Not much that Donnell could do to get to the ball.
And so now runners at the corners with 2 out. And the number 9 hitter, Noah Thielen.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Never gets old.
Never. Neither you.
Well, I don't know about that, but thank you. I never act old.
Runner is going. They throw down. They run the cross, and it does not pay off as the double steal works. And Youngling comes home to increase the lead to 2.
Now that's a big That's a big run here now. A 5-3 lead.
And they, you know, Jeremy Oddie charged in, cut it off to try and get the runner back in home plate, but good wheels by Youngling, a good jump, and it's a 2-run lead once more. Fastball catches the outside edge, 1-2 to Noah Thielen. Fastball swung on and missed, but not before Anoka adds to their lead. 1 run on 1 hit. They had 1 left. There was an error in the inning. It's Anoka 5, Coon Rapids 3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th on CTF. Back at Wintercrest Ballpark, another new pitcher for Anoka. Jackson Pravancha taking over on the mound. First pitch hit high behind second base. Coming in is Chell. He makes the catch for out number 1.
Quick first out.
Doesn't get much quicker.
Eddie Stahlberg batting here in this spot.
Pitch misses high, 1-0. Another pitch up high. Curveball falls right in there for strike 1.
That was a pretty pitch by Pravancha.
Tried to go back to it, and Stahlberger hammered it down the line to left. It's going to one-hop the wall, and Stahlberger in easily with a one-out double.
He jumped on that, and it wasn't that far away from putting it over the fence.
Boy, a little wind from, a little help from the wind, and that might have been a home run.
Yep. That's a big double.
And now brings up Bryce Karen, who is 2 for 2.
Just good eye at the plate, just being patient.
Pravancha likes to show that curve.
Yep.
Fastball misses outside as well, 3-0. Fastball right down the middle, and Karen taking all the way on 3-0. Swinging strike 2. And Pravancha's gotten it back to a full count. 1 out, a runner at second base.
Yeah, if he can retire him here, that'd be a big opportunity for Pravancha.
Karen pokes this one foul out of play. Up high, ball 4.
Oh, nice
Tying
job.
run is aboard.
Just a nice job working the walk.
Colin Phaneuf strolls in. And just based on the scoreboard, I think they may have given him a hit, and then he advanced on an error in his last. You may remember a slow roller down the third base line, and the throw from Trevor Lang was wide of Max Hoheisel, and he was able to move over to second base. Solid stick into left field. It'll fall in front of Chell, and they are all loaded up with 1 out.
Nice base hit there. There's an opportunity for Adi here. hitting from the 9 spot.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Jeremy Oddie reached on a fielder's choice, grounded it sharply back to the pitcher's mound, and the lead runner was
Zach Novak
hung out to dry.
going to be the courtesy runner.
Representing the tying run at second base. Still only one out. Phaneuf got an out on the, Provancha got an out on the first pitch. This one hit into left. It'll fall. 1 run will score. They're going to hold Novak at third, but it's a 1-run game, and the tying run just 90 feet away. The go-ahead run into scoring position.
And out from the dugout comes Don Garlick. He's going to bring his infield in together. We'll see what we've seen them do a number of times here so far this evening. Seven hits apiece now for both ball clubs. Anoka right now holding that 5-4 lead.
Well, after getting an out with the first pitch he threw in the inning, Jackson Provancha gave up a double, a walk, and back-to-back singles, and now their lead right back to a run and back to the top of the order. 4 straight have reached. And we'll see. Be wary of the pickoff move. They've done it a lot out of those timeouts. So there's that good curveball falling at the right time to get Sammy Lee frozen at the plate. 0-1. Lee 1 for 2. Had a single and scored in the first. Was also hit by a pitch. Quickly behind in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, again, that pitch low in the zone, but
curveball, chop foul.
now Sammy just protecting the plate here with 1 away.
Little check swing foul. I almost looked like you got that with the butt end of the bat almost.
Anything to stay alive.
Either way, just get a piece. Outside, 1-2.
Did not miss by much. Tough one to hold off on, especially with 2 strikes.
Got underneath this one in foul territory. Hoheisel, a good effort, but not going to be able to corral it. It is going to stay 1-2. Corner infield way in.
Yep.
Anoka trying to maintain that 1-run lead. Curveball misses. It's 2-2 to Sammy Lee. Fastball back up the middle. Flip to 2 for 1. Lee not able to beat it out. The double play.
Wow.
Helps Anoka survive and stay in the lead. We go to the 7th. Anoka 5, Coon Rapids 4 on CTN. Inning of this American Legion ball game from Winter Crest. And it's been an entertaining one, tight from start to finish. Top of the order due up for Anoka here in the top of the 7th. Sam Poser 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Holds off a pitch inside, 1-1. Up high, 2-1.
Rapid squad looking for a quick inning here, get back to the plate. Trailing by a run.
This one hit well down the line and right. It's going to stay fair. Janelle gets there quickly and will hold Poser to a single, but a leadoff base hit for Anoka post 102.
Yeah, Anoka starting the way they need to, obviously, with with Coon Rapids cutting that lead back to 1. See if they can get a 2-run lead back.
Yeah, Coon Rapids started the game with 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Anoka answered with 3 in the top of the second, and they have led ever since. They were up 4-2, and then 5-3 before Coon Rapids cut it back to 1-run leads both times. Sawyer Chell singled and scored in the 3rd. This one gets away, and Poser over to second base, and we've seen a lot of that here today.
Yes, we really have. Probably more in this game than any one game that I can remember anyway, at least for a while.
Fastball, Chell tried to bunt at it, kind of poked it. Ended up back at the backstop. It was as if it were a late decision to try to bunt. Just kind of stabbed at it. That time he got around earlier and bunts it, rolls foul. It was a pretty good bunt.
I was just going to say that because if he'd able to keep that foul, everybody would be safe. Or fair, I mean.
But most likely takes the bunt out of play. I've been proven wrong, as we saw. Was it the last Legion game that we did? That we saw
I think so.
Each team bunt.
With 2 strikes.
2-strike bunt foul. This one hit toward the gap and through on the left side. Back-to-back knocks to start the inning. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, not what the Rapid squad wanted to see here in the top of the 7th. And nobody covering second. And Chell smartly takes the bag.
And that's those focus laps.
Yep.
That can really cost you in a tight ball game. And now 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. And Lewis Hertling.
Yeah, I mean, in the bottom half of the 6th, you did a nice job of getting a run and cutting it 2-1 run. And all of a sudden, Anoka doing a good job of taking advantage. Nobody out, and as you mentioned, 2 runners in scoring position.
Maddock quickly jumps ahead, 0-2. Another one fouled back out of play. The runners did not move.
No,
I'm
surprised.
I'm not sure how it got away from Karen, but fortunately for Coon Rapids, neither runner tried to advance it. He was definitely far enough away.
Oh, I was just going to say plenty of opportunity to score from third.
This one hit well down the line in left, and it is gone. A 3-run home run for Lewis Hertling. And Anoka has opened up the lead.
Yeah, they really have, and it just jumped on that. And still nobody out in this inning, but Hertling did a great job of turning on that pitch and putting it over the left field fence. And all of a sudden, it's an 8-4 lead.
Back-to-back singles and then a 3-run dinger. That's how you like the top of your order to perform in a clutch situation.
And also, that is how you open up a lead, especially here late in the game.
This might be the end of the night for Jacob Maddock.
Yeah, I agree.
He threw well, but they had just figured him out by the time he got through the rotation the fourth time. So we'll take a break as they warm up. Zach Novak comes in to try and stop the bleeding. Anoka has jumped to a 8-4 lead. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. Back at Winter Crest, Anoka with a 3-run home run from Lewis Hertling to open up their lead. Mason Hoheisel swings and misses. First pitch of the ball game for Colin Phaneuf, who moves over from third base. First chance we've seen him to pitch.
Zach Novak is going to take his place in the field over at third. And we've seen young Mr. Novak plenty over at the hot corner.
Boy, nibbling on the edge right there, just outside, and Hoheisel can't let that one go by again. It's 1-2. Phaneuf again missing just off the outside edge. So one turned on, well foul from Mason Hoheisel. It'll stay 2-2.
Coon Rapids still looking for that first out of the inning here in the top of the seventh.
And there it is, a swinging strike 3 for Mason Hoheisel. That'll bring up Will Check. Singled and scored. Also had a walk. Looks at an off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Yeah, these batters haven't seen him, Phaneuf obviously, and looking to see what kind of pitch he offers.
Good high fastball to get Check swinging, 0-2. Tried to climb the ladder, see if
Did.
Czech would go after it, but that one a little too high.
Yeah. Most, you're not going to see that pitch being offered at it too many times. Ooh, didn't miss by much.
Faneuf misses up top again, 3-2. This one hit high and deep to center field. Going back is Scheller, not able to track it down. Big turn at second for Czech, but he'll stay there with a one-out double. Fourth hit of the inning for Anoka.
Yeah, he drove it to the deepest part of center field. Scheller on his horse, but just can't catch up to it.
Now Fred Hubner. Pitch up high, 1-0. Hubner had an RBI single back in the second inning, later scored. Also reached on an error in the sixth. But was then picked off at second base.
Purdue's trying to work that inside portion of the plate. A little too much inside.
And now up high, 3-0. Faneuf got that first batter on a strikeout, then Czech able to win the battle for a one-out double. Now quickly behind in the count, 3-0 to Hubner, and that's inside a 4-pitch walk.
Now you've got runners at first and second and just one away. An opportunity for a possible ground ball double play if the Rapids. I know.
Post
I've
3-3-4.
I've been so good about not calling them the Cardinals, though.
Faneuf having some trouble finding the zone now, and you know, Coon Rapids had gotten the lead back to 1 and had a chance to even the score or even take the lead in the bottom of the 6th inning, but a double play got Anoka out of a jam, and now they start with a couple of singles, a 3-run home run. Pitching change, we get a strikeout and then a double and a walk. Swung on and missed. 1-2 to Logan Jungling.
Yeah, opportunity here is to try and get this second out.
And another strikeout for Faneuf. Fanning Jungling. It'll bring up Trevor Lang. He's 1 for 3. 2 on, 2 out. Now a 4-run lead.
Yeah. They'll have a hole to climb out of for sure.
That one thrown right past Karen all the way to the backstop. Runners advance. Huge turn at third for Czech. He really thought about it. He got probably 20 feet around the corner before he put on the brakes and
realized that
went
probably
back.
Wasn't the right thing to do to try and take home.
We've seen our share and then some of wild pitches and pass balls.
We have.
In this ball game. Bunt attempt, popped up foul. Eighth batter of the inning for Anoka. Trevor Lang. A 1-1 count, 2 runners in scoring position.
Went.
Lang offering the bunt at a high fastball. It's 1-2. Called third strike, 3 strikeouts in the inning for Colin Phaneuf. Did give up a walk and a double, but no more damage done. Coon Rapids needs 4 if they hope to keep this one going. Bottom of the 7th after this on CTN. Coon Rapids been able to keep it close all night. Cut the lead down to 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Unfortunately, a 3-run home run has them in a 4-run hole now. And first pitch popped up. And an easy play as Hubner gets underneath the pop-up by Scheller. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, it couldn't have been much easier to start here this bottom half of the 7th for Anoka.
Hubner moved a total of about 7.5 feet. Jared Fearing trying to end an 0 for 3 night. Pravanka misses high. Pravanka gave up a run on 3 hits, but got out of a jam with the bases loaded and only 1 out. His team turning a double play behind him, or it could have been a much bigger 6th inning for the post 334 team from Coon Rapids.
Yeah, that was huge, double play.
Two-one count to Jared Fearing. Curveball popped up and will get out of play. Not by much. It'll be 2-2.
I believe Anoka's record coming in 5-3. Coon Rapids is pretty similar to the same.
Similar to the same?
Similar, but that was, yeah. Similar record.
Called third strike. Third strike out of the ball game for Jared Fearing. 2 of them on punch-outs. Not the night he was hoping for against a border rival.
Yeah, I'm entitled to make things up.
Zach Novak will stroll into the batter's box, his first at bat of the evening. Curveball from Pervanka's got a lot of movement on it, but it doesn't find the zone. 1-0. Fastball low as well. 2-0. Coon Rapids down to their last out. They need some desperation.
They do.
Base knocks, walks, wild pitches. They need it all, folks. 3-0 to Zach Novak. And a 4-pitch walk.
Well, now if you ever needed a 2-out rally before, this is it.
Yeah, like I was saying, they kept it close. They clawed back to within one a couple of different times, including the bottom of the 6th inning, but a 3-run home run has them in a 4-run hole. And now they're down to just 1 out to work with. Tyler Donnell coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He's got Novak at first, 2 away. Curveball misses in. Fastball hit hard, but well fouled down the right field line and out of play.
Yeah, at this point, you don't even care about the runner at first.
Pervanka misses high, 2-1. Donnell was the first to face Pervanka when he came in relief in the 6th inning. Hit a fly ball to center field. Curveball stays high.
Little trouble finding the zone the last 2 batters.
3-1 count to Tyler Donnell. Fastball in, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Tying run still in the on-deck circle as Matt Stahlberger comes to the plate. Stahlberger doubled and scored in the 9th, or in the 6th.
The 9th.
Well, I was thinking the last inning.
You're thinking number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Every player, there should be a game where every player wears
number 9.
9.
Wouldn't that be great?
Except it'd be hard to figure out.
Well, you would know who's who. Yeah, that's true. You would just have to
guess.
Just guess.
Make up names.
Good shot by number 9.
Xavier
Nice
Bonifacius at every base. Fastball got past Stahlberger, a swinging strike. 0-1 pitch. Pulled the string a little bit. Stahlberger got a piece. It's 0-2.
Yeah, now in a great spot. Having the count 0-2, you've got a couple of pitches you got a pitch or 2 to waste. Trying to get him to chase something.
One and 2. The 2-out rally chant coming from the dugout. They're keeping hope alive. They need a couple of more things to happen right for them. 1-2 pitch to Stahlberger, and he hits it well into right center, but well positioned, and there for the catch is Sawyer Chell, and this one is over.
Yeah, and again, it was a pretty competitive game until that 3-run homer broke it open for Anoka. But nice win for them.
And for Coon Rapids, you know, that 6th inning, they got one, but a great opportunity that they missed out on, and then as you mentioned, the 3-run home run from Hertling really sealed it for Anoka, and they will have the 8-4 victory. And that will do it for this edition of CTN Light. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. To the entire crew, including Mike Peterson and Will Riley handling the hard work. My partner Howie Shapiro and I just
winging it,
yapping it. Want to thank everybody for joining us. Have a great night.